Hey, my wonderful cosmic soul tribe. I hope you guys are doing incredible. Thank you guys so much for all of your patience, your love, your kindness, your likes, your comments, your views, your shares, all the things that you guys do as a community that I can always come back and return and do for you, because that's how we work. It's all about equality over here. Either way, we're going to find out today a little bit differently. We're going to do this, so just take it as it resonates, okay? We're going to find out what the problem is right now, and then we're going to find out how you feel about it. Then we're going to go for the past, the present, and the future. And we're going to find out what is going to be in the outcome, what you need to be doing, what the advice will be. There's natural understanding. Natural understanding is the problem. Okay, that actually makes a lot of sense for me. I do that too often and too frequently. I'm going to tell you right now. I'm always so understanding of every situation that I will allow others to keep walking on me because I just get it. Does that make sense? Let's see how you feel about it. Attractive. You know what? Your natural understanding is attractive to other people, so you just needed to be told that. Considerate. So you even feel considerate about your own natural understanding. You're a kind individual. Whoever it is we're talking to today, yeah, you're kind. You are genuine. You are the generosity of all the generosities of the world. Like, you are different, you are unique, you are authentic, and you are the kindest hearted individual I've ever come across, you know? That's the feeling that I'm getting right here. Your only problem is that you have this natural understanding. Other people are attracted to this natural understanding because they feel like they can use it, abuse it, etc. You are so considerate with other people. God wants to let you know that He's recognizing all the things that you've been doing. And He has definitely been protecting you as much as He possibly can with the energies that you allow, because you are so exactly how He placed you to be. And the more you are authentically in that version of who He wants you to be and who He created you to be, the more protection you're going to get from Him. So there's going to be times where you may say yes to something. Okay? Like, yeah, I'll go out to dinner or lunch with you, or yeah, whatever. Yeah, I could do that. I can help you. God's going to make it so that you were so nice, but something's going to come up in that person's life and they're going to have to cancel on you, but it's for your own protection. That kind of feeling is happening here. Okay? Sometimes God just knows what's better for you, and just because you're a kind, understanding individual doesn't mean it's a bad thing. He still has your back. You can always say yes and still be that kind individual, and God will be the one that will interject. Okay? Yeah. Clinging to the past. That is the recent past energy, okay? In the past, you may have been clinging to something. What's this present energy? There's a rebirth happening. And what's the near future outcome? Traveling, the outsider. The numbers we have are 5, 10, and 8. Could be 5th house, 10th house, 8th house, which would of course be Pluto, the Sun, or Saturn, Capricorn, Leo, or Scorpio. Could be the 5th, the 10th, or the 8th day of the month, August, May, or October. Life path number 5 or 8 specifically, you guys could be seeing 558, 855, 1055, you know, like 1055, 1058, whatever it may be, but these numbers are coming through in all the sequences that I can pertain them to be. Okay, let's find out what the outcome will be. Change. Massive change is on the horizon for you. All about that healing. Okay. Change is also number 10. So there's lots of 10s and 5s. 10s and 5s are specific, okay? I love that you guys are having a rebirth and a transformation at this moment. There could be Leo in your chart, of course, with this energy, with number 5 coming out and the 5th house energy being the Sun. There's a lot of Leo, not to mention just the lion here on this card specifically. Leo moons could be specific too, okay? Don't take that away from yourself if you're not the sun sign. There's more to our chart than just the sun. There's more to our chart than just the sun and the moon. Okay, and since we are in the 10th house energy of Capricorn currently, that would be a lot to do with Saturn in 10th houses. So you could have Leo in your 10th house, or Leo and Saturn, okay, whatever it may be, or Saturn and Leo, whatever it may be in that sense of how to put it. You know, you guys know my phrases are not always the best, but I'm not here to be the most perfect literate individual. You know what I'm saying? I'm only here to be of help and guidance and to be some kind of benefits for others so that they can also live their journey and live their life to their most free extent that they can, uniquely and authentically and happily. Okay, anyway, Okay, let's find out what the recent past clinging to the past was about. What was it that they were clinging to? The Two of Swords. Confusion, not knowing what to do, not knowing what to, because it was a stalemate. Maybe you had to make some type of truce, but you were clinging to something because you yourself were so considerate and so naturally understanding. You didn't realize that because you were that understanding and that loving and that open, okay, and vulnerable to the situation. Because so many things have happened to you and you've had a lot of people and encounters with people that were never understanding with you, so you become the most understanding individual, and that you are lenient. Like, it takes a lot to finally make you upset or push you away, or you know what I'm saying, like, it takes a lot of disrespect, it takes a lot of feelings of unworthiness around other people, it takes a lot of feeling like you can't trust somebody, you know what I'm saying. There's a lot that it takes finally for you to get to the point where you don't want to be around somebody more, or that you finally put your foot down to something, you know. And usually God's the one that does it for you because he knows how kind you are, and he doesn't want you hurt. He really doesn't. There's so many things you've had to learn and experience that have been hurtful and have been sad, but you've still been so like in this good mood. Like, you've seen it as, I understand why it happened to me. Like, all things that are bad happen so that good things can happen, and I've understood these things. And you know, you have a really strong connection to God because I see you talking to him 24/7, which is a beautiful thing. I love anybody that can actually have that connection and communicate fully and extend themselves in that sense of really wanting to be like, God, you're my life, you're my best friend, we're doing everything together all day, every day, that kind of feeling. But the Two of Swords is the Libra's energy, or Chinese your dog, but there was something you were stuck with, and on this card specifically it says choices. That's what you were clinging to the past, as not knowing what choice to make. You didn't have the accuracy or the full truth or clarity to make a decision. Okay. Oh, and then we have, with the rebirth, 4 cups, Cancer. The Sun in the reverse, Leo again. The Page of Coins, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. King of Wands, Leo again, Cancer again, and the Eight of Coins of Virgo. Chinese year, rooster, monkey, snake, ox, sheep. Okay. And like I said, number 4, number 19, and 8 are also out here. Number 2, 2, 4, 19, and 8. But 8 is also double. 8 double, 10 double, 5 double. Okay, for the numbers. The reason why you're having a rebirth right now is because the 4 cups means that you were monotonous. You were feeling like stagnant. This was a not going anywhere. So you wanted to make a choice, but you didn't know what to make. So this rebirth is happening for you. God is seeing and stepping in because he's seeing that you're not totally satisfied with something. Okay, and you may not even complain, you may not even act like you're not happy, you know, you're just living, you're like, maybe I'm supposed to experience this, whatever it may be, it's fine, you know, everything will just be fine in the end, it's not a problem, you know. But this is why God is explaining this to me in the way that he is, because he wants you to know that he recognizes this in you. He sees that you're not fully extensively happy, like you're not fully satisfied with something. Okay. And he's actually making some kind of message, some kind of deliverance, good news. Good news is on his way to you. That's exactly what this is about. And it's good news with truth. The King of Wands, being fearless when it comes to this good news. So when you receive this good news, just remember to handle it with all the fearlessness you can. Do not be fearful of one thing. With the Eight of Coins, it says that there's dedication. So there's fearless dedication to this good news that's coming your way. And it all has to do with this rebirth that you're going through at this time, okay? Eight of Coins is all about productivity. This is about mastering skills. This is also about, you know, developing on abilities and skills. Basically, when you're mastering things, you're going through and you're understanding yourself in ways like, I didn't know I could do this. I didn't know I could do that. I didn't know I could do this. But, and the thing is you wouldn't have ever known that you could do that if you'd ever gotten put in the situation to do it, to have no other choice but to figure it out. So this is exactly what's happening in your life. Okay. There was a lot of unhappiness, there was a lot of misery, there was a lot of feeling of boredom, you know, a lot of maybe repetitive things, repetitive cycles, you know, and a lot of this energy was maybe attracted to you because of your considerate and honest, naturally understanding personality. Okay, but the King of Wands is also a leader, a powerful one, an effective one, somebody who can be daring to be different, doesn't have to fit in, doesn't want to, doesn't have the desire to want to do everything like everybody else type feeling, you know what I mean? There's a lot more imagination and creativity when it comes to the situation. With the Page of Coins also, there's a lot more to it. You know, it's not just good news. There's brand new beginnings. There is a sense of deliverance of messages. You could be looking for signs, symbols, ideas, inspiration, and significances to symbolic synchronicities, okay? Okay, and then we also have the Queen of Cups coming through, and then the Eight of Wands. Okay, see, in the near future, that's what this is about with the outsider and the traveling. Okay, so you guys are going to be on the outside of what everybody else is. You're daring to be different. You don't desire to fit in, so you're not going to be. So instead of looking on the inside, you're going to be turned around, not even worried about it. So I don't feel like this is you looking in. I feel like it's you turned around, going the opposite direction, locking the gate so that nobody can come and try to mess this up. Because too many people tried to do that before. But this lock is like God's protection. Only certain people are allowed to have that be unlocked. You see what I'm saying? Like you have your own security bodyguard type feeling. Okay, with the traveling, like I definitely feel you guys are traveling away from the situation of stagnancy, of feeling like you didn't have the full accuracy of truth or clarity, and now all the clarity is going to be flowing to you. You're going to understand things with this rebirth that you've gone through. The Queen of Cups is a Cancer and a Gemini. The Eight of Wands is a Sagittarius. On these cards specifically, it says a healer and action. You're taking action on healing. When we looked at the bottom of the Osho Zen, what is that? Healing. Okay, Sagittarius is also a Chinese year rat, by the way, if you guys didn't know that, and Gemini is a Chinese year horse. Yes, they are opposite signs, but this is like you overcoming and completing this challenge. That Queen of Cups is a beautiful description of exactly who you are, and this is basically like when you do complete this challenge, you've taken and called upon all your power. You are gaining all that strength to be the person you've always meant to be, knowing God has your back, and that there's nothing for you to worry about anymore. You can always say yes if you really feel like you should. If you feel like you should say no, you can. There's nothing wrong with that. You go into detail. You explain things very, yeah, like fine detail of how, say you don't, you want to go with somebody. You're like, okay, we'll have lunch. Okay, but the day comes up. You don't feel good all of a sudden, right? And that's okay. You have to also acknowledge your body and what it's telling you. There's intuition and there's reasons why some of us don't feel good for reasons. Your body is going to probably be like, hey, like I don't feel good today. So you're going to have to genuinely express and to detail to the person that you were supposed to go to lunch with that day that, hey, like I'm sorry, I really don't feel good today. I was hoping that this would get better. Or, you know, I was fine yesterday, but all of a sudden it came on today. Like I don't know what's happening, whatever it may be. You know what I mean? But you're so explanatory in a genuine way that nobody really can be mad at you. That's the feeling I'm getting. But this is you being kind, being genuine, being empathetic, being in that divine feminine energy. If you are feminine, if you're not a feminine, you really know how to tap into that feminine energy. If you're a masculine, you know how to be genuine and kind and honest. But you're not like a blunt individual. You're not somebody who wants to go out and be like, yeah, I can say this and I don't care how it makes somebody else feel. No, you'd rather say something that's going to make somebody feel good because that's just who you are. There's no coding to this. So you're not sugarcoating by being this person. This is you. You're a kind individual. You're smart. You're sweet. You're compassionate. There's nothing wrong with that. Some people may be like, there's no way that you're that kind. There's no way that you're that compassionate. There's no way. Let me try to test you. Let me try to test you. You know, and honestly, they'll test and they'll test and they'll test. And you know what? That's just is exactly like when people don't believe in God or they don't have the best connection with God or they don't believe in something specifically. But it's like that thing wants to keep trying to mess with them to see. And they can probably see glimpses of it, but they still don't want to truly believe. You see what I'm saying? They still don't want to truly believe. There's that limited perception that they think their ego is so correct and right that there's no way that somebody could try to prove me wrong. You know what I'm saying? That's the feeling I'm getting here. So there's massive change happening here. That is the outcome, change. This is a whole situation that's doing the thing of changing and changing it up for you. North Node energy is being upgraded currently. North Node. So you guys could have a Virgo, a Leo, a Cancer, a Taurus, a Capricorn, a Cancer, just kidding, a Gemini, or a Sagittarius North Node. Libra. too. Okay. Ooh, Leo again. See, I'm telling you, this Leo's energy is significant. Fifth house, everything under the sun. Rules, entertainment, first child, play, non-romantic sex, fun and games, pleasure, hobbies, recreation, sports, romance, amusements, and interests. Has to do with artistic talents, fancies, tastes, and property derived from or through wife or luck of a business partner. Fifth house will be Leo's energy, the sun. So this is everything that it rules, everything under the sun. Like Leo's energy, the sun is all about these things. So I'll read it again. Entertainment, first child, play, non-romantic sex, fun and games, pleasure, hobbies, recreation, sports, romance, amusements, and interests. Has to do with artistic talents, fancies, tastes, and property derived from through or through. I don't know why I have a difficulty with that. Property derived from or through wife or luck of a business partner. Okay. Anyway, one more. Oh, we got a couple more. Spreading fairy dust everywhere you go. People don't just forget you. You know, your presence is actually very unforgettable. I see right through your BS. See, you do, and you just don't say much. Homeless, no place to go. So somebody you know could have, you could be, oh man, that could be one of the things I was getting. Somebody could be like, hey, oh, I need somewhere to go. I don't have anywhere. God sees right through there and wants you to see too. And I do feel like even though you may have a hard time saying no, God will make it so that they can't. Okay. It would definitely be not a good thing for a lot of you to let this individual in if this is resonating with you specifically. But yeah. Anyway, I'm going to let this be. I hope this helped. Thank you guys again for all the support you've given to me. I don't know what I would do without you guys. I really don't. If you're new, you know, you're always welcome here too. There's no judgment here. We don't judge at all. I don't do that. We are unjudgmental. We are loving. We are generous. We are understanding here and nothing but. That's why I'm the empathetic therapist. I understand from the deepest empathy of my heart and my soul and my mind and my body, my soul, my mind, my heart, my body, all the above. Anyway, mucho love to you guys. I'll see you guys later.